Spectacular Magazine. We on the scene.
Trey, how is Travis Scott's jump shot?
I've only seen it on a video. It looks pretty good on video.
You weren't there?
Where?
I saw him and Nolan Smith earlier today.
I saw him out there, but he didn't take it. I didn't see him take a jump shot here today.
The other night, your brother was there to watch you play. Did you know that he was coming, and what did it mean to you to see him come for your first opening game at Duke?
Right. He was able to tell me, I think, it's in the past week prior to the game that he was going to be able to make it. And I mean, for me personally, that just meant a lot because I know that's my biggest fan. I've been there with him through everything. He's been there with me through everything. So with him just being there, going out of his way to be able to make it to my first college game meant a lot to me.
You guys have had a lot of hype in the last couple of days after your win. How do you guys handle that and kind of stay level-headed?
All right, Coach has been talking to us about that a lot. We're trying to just ignore all the outside noise and just keep focusing on ourselves and trying to get better every single day.
You guys seem to play almost a perfect game as far as the buckets and offense and the way you beat Kentucky.
Okay.
What's the discussion been like with the coaches to help you learn from what you did there?
Right. I mean, there's a couple times throughout the game that I felt like we let off on a lot of things throughout the game, but we watched film on the game already and already have picked out what we need to improve on from that game in particular, and that we'll hopefully do it better next game.
Do you guys feel like you guys have established your identity already?
A little bit. We're still trying to do that. Just really trying to focus on defense and doing the little things right now.
Trey, what were some of those little things? You said let off, but as you've been working this week, what were some of those little things you pulled away from the game?
Right. Transition defense, keeping up communication. A lot of the things are talking on defense, losing guys, switches, things like that. And then, I mean, there's just a lot of things like boxing out, finding your guy throughout a play, being strong with the ball, things like that.
You guys had to play through a lot of foul trouble for the whole game. What was that like, learning how to play with that adversity?
Right. We know that's a possibility this year. I mean, guys, especially in big games like that, you got a lot of nerves, you got a lot of things running through yourself. So, I mean, with such a big game like that, you're going to come out flying around. I mean, what comes with that is fouls. And so, I mean, some guys are in foul trouble, but we all trust each other here, and we know that the next guy's going to step up.
You mentioned talking and communication. That's been something that we've been hearing since exhibition games, and Javin was kind of that voice early on. We've seen it improve, I guess, since those exhibition games. Any new voices that are sticking out other than Javin's that people are really starting to kind of assert themselves?
Right, Jack White has been talking a lot lately. Marquise has done a better job as well. Coach has been on myself a lot. I've been trying to take it upon myself to fill that role as well.
How do you like that role?
Right, it's a cool role. Coach is trying to have him be a leader, not only by my action, but by verbally as well. So it's something new for me, but I'm trying to learn it as quick as possible so I'm able to lead these guys.
You saw your brother play in big games at Duke. He told you what it was going to be like when you're playing. What was that first game like?
Right. It's kind of like a lot of other big games that I've played in the past. I mean, there's a lot of talk building up to it. I mean, everybody's emotions are running sky high, but then once you get into the game, it's really just another basketball game. Just a lot of talented players out there.
You're the primary ball handler. I know other guys can handle the ball, but like, how important is it for you to be that leader often on the court, just really kind of controlling things and being the glue that kind of holds everything together?
Right. I feel like for myself, a lot of it is just the connection. As a point guard, I got to be able to communicate with everybody on the court and know where they're supposed to be and what they're supposed to be doing at all times. So the connection with every single player and just being able to hold us together.
Trey, going off along that, as a point guard, what is your mindset when you're bringing the ball down and you have so many options that you can go to and they're more than likely be successful?
Right. Just trying to get us into the right offense. It's not necessarily just one pass and a shot, but just setting up different guys. You know, some guys will get it going earlier, some guys get it going later, depending on mismatches and matchups and things like that. You just got to read the defense and also what players are going for you offensively, or what players you need to get going. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that go into it, but I mean, with a lot of it, I'm able to just set up the offense, and we have guys that are just able to make plays out of that.
Kentucky tried to run with you guys and it didn't work out, so safe assumption other teams will try to slow the game down maybe. How do you guys think you'll be able to handle that? How are you prepared to handle that?
Yeah, hopefully we're prepared for that. Coaches have been honest about, slowing it down, about making smart plays when if teams do slow it down, being able to play that half-court offense. And we're, like I've been saying, we've been working a lot on defense. So, I mean, if teams do slow it down, with our effort in defense lately, hopefully we're able to adapt to that game as well.
Last question.
With you guys really being able to run against a team like Kentucky, how hard is it for you guys to sometimes stay in your offense and not get into that ISO ball kind of situation?
Right, it is tough when you're running a lot and able to get a lot of easy buckets, but I got to take that upon myself to be the leader for us as a point guard out there and be able to, when things do get a little out of hand, be able to slow us down and set us up into offensive set.
Thanks, Trey.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Trey. Appreciate it.